What's good, people? This is Fallback Digital here, back with another one. And we're gonna do this reaction in regards to, we have to expose like the leftist media, the media that spur up lies and promotes racism and puts out lies for the Democratic Party. Like that happens, and we're gonna bring up this clip here. I'm gonna play the whole clip, and while I play the whole clip, I'm gonna give you the reaction while the clip is moving on. So the video will be short. I don't stop and bring up the video of me talking. You just hear my voice behind in the background. Now, if any ads pop up, I apologize. Let me know in the comments below how I can get rid of. I know there's a way to get rid of them comments. I just don't know. So let me know if you know in the comments. And let's get straight to it. So this right here is going to be a good one because these women get confronted by somebody who they was talking trash about. Check this out. For real. Y'all need to check this out.
And you've been skeptical more than a lot of the Democrats about the impeachment inquiry. Were you surprised by what he did yesterday?
Well, look, the facts are important, and we'll get to that. I want to start with something that I think is also important about facts, because recently on your show here...
I was just going to get to that.
Good.
Yeah. Joy sounds extremely nervous. She knows exactly what Tulsi is about to bring up.
Helping you out.
You want me to ask you?
No, look, some of you have accused me of being a traitor to my country, a Russian asset, a Trojan horse, or a useful idiot, I think was the term that you used. Which basically means that I'm naive or lack intelligence to know what's going on.
They use that.
I want to let.
Yo, you hear this lady? Oh my goodness.
Your viewers know exactly who I am.
All right.
Set the record straight. I am a patriot. I love our country. I am a strong and intelligent woman of color, and I have dedicated almost my entire adult life to protecting the safety, security, and the freedom of all Americans in this country. It was the attacks on 9/11.
I guess we're getting a little bit far ahead of ourselves, but Franklin Graham finds you refreshing. He doesn't find me refreshing. Richard Spencer, the white nationalist leader, says he could vote for you.
Joy, this is why...
I mean, you're on Tucker Carlson at least 10 times. Why don't you go on Chris Wallace's show?
This is why I'm here.
Notice how Joy is trying to switch the subject so she can gain control over the conversation. These witches can't stand the truth.
This is why I'm here, because you and other people continue to spread these innuendos that have nothing to do with who I am.
Well, Hillary Clinton started it, and then you shot back at her, boy. You called her the queen of warmongers.
You doubled down, unfortunately, on the baseless accusations that she made that strikes at the core of who I am. I'm a soldier. Because of the attacks on 9/11, I enlisted in the military to go after and defeat and destroy the evil that visited us on that day. I've served now for over 16 years, deployed twice to the Middle East during the height of the war, where every single day I saw firsthand the terribly high human cost. That's why I ran for Congress.
We actually have the clip of Hillary Clinton, just to put this in context of what we're talking about. Let's take a look at that.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third-party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. And that's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
I think Hillary is still sour over her loss to Donald Trump. Anyone she can't control is a favorite of the Russians. But in reality, I think the Russians are a favorite of Hillary's. That's why she's always talking about them.
So really? I mean, this is outrageous. This is outrageous and offensive on so many levels. I've served as a member of Congress now for almost 7 years, receiving high-level national security and intelligence briefings, serving on the Foreign Affairs Committee, the Armed Services Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, working to ensure the safety and security of the people of this country. This is why I'm running for president, to continue that commitment of service.
So are you surprised, though, that when people see bots and things and all the things that we've sort of been seeing heading your way, that people have these questions? Because she's not the only one. Hillary, I don't think, is the only one. So what she's saying is she feels they are grooming you. You're saying nobody's grooming me. I'm doing what I'm doing because I'm a soldier and a patriot.
It's offensive to me as a soldier, as an American, as a member of Congress, as a veteran, and frankly, as a woman, to be so demeaned in
But you
such a way.
called her the personification of rock.
So
She's
demeaned
a woman
in such
too.
a way. Well, I'm pointing to the fact that she has continued this legacy of being the world's police around the world, that has waged wars costing the lives of thousands of my brothers and sisters in uniform. I'm speaking out against that and
What's
to
your evidence
change.
to that?
To change.
Well, can I?
Are you
can I-
serious?
Let's hear it.
Are you serious?
Let's hear it.
I served in the war
Not
in
you,
Iraq.
her. You're saying that she's-
exactly.
she's a
I
warmonger.
served
How do
in
you
the
come
war
up with
in
that?
Iraq
Yeah.
that she championed. She championed a regime change
Did
war
you not
in
believe
Libya.
in that war?
I believe the lies that were told to us.
Well, so did she.
Oh my goodness, excuse the ad. Did you just hear what she said?
It is indisputable. It is indisputable to say anything other than the fact that Hillary, let me just close this out, that Hillary Clinton throughout her career has led with a foreign policy of interventionism and being the world's police, going and toppling dictators in other countries that has caused such destruction and loss of life. I'm against that. I'm running for president to change that. Rather than actually debate me on the issues, she and others are resorting to these smear tactic campaigns, seeking to undermine me, smear my character, and sending a message to anyone who dissents: stand, toe the line, or you too will be smeared.
Did you notice when Tulsi mentioned bringing up facts, Joy immediately started talking over her and then tried to quickly change the subject? But Tulsi stood her ground and stayed on the topic at hand. As you could tell, Joy was extremely nervous during this entire interview, and she had a good reason to be. She wasn't expecting Tulsi to show up and defend herself from all the slanderous things that Joy and Sunny had said about her on the show just a few weeks earlier.
Hillary Clinton surprised a lot of people during a podcast interview where she gave this ominous forecast about the 2020 presidential election. Take a listen.
I'm not making any predictions, but I think they've got their eye on somebody who's currently in the Democratic primary and are grooming her to be the third party candidate. She's the favorite of the Russians. They have a bunch of, sites and bots and other ways of supporting her so far. That's assuming Jill Stein will give it up, which she might not, because she's also a Russian asset.
So most people say she's clearly talking about candidate Tulsi Gabbard, and some other candidates are defending Tulsi getting called out like this. So what did you think when you heard that?
I mean, for me, honestly, Hillary's been dead on with so many things. She told us about Russia. She told us about the...
And she was wrong about all of it. Yo, this is crazy, man. And she is just a free woman. All the lies she did, emails she deleted, everything. This lady is just living her best life and just trying to just take power. And with no consequences, doing anything she can do to take power. And she don't get held accountable for it at all. It's crazy. And these women here on this panel, The View, they was talking about this lady. This lady could have sued them for defamation case.
probable interference during the debate. She was Secretary of State. She has deep knowledge about world issues. I thought, where's the lie? I've often said that Tulsi is sort of the Trojan horse in this. I mean, she's polling only at 1.2%, yet she's still in the race. You have her being touted by people like Fox News personalities like Tucker Carlson. She's endorsed by, by sort of the Russians.
David Duke.
I love how they accused Tulsi of being endorsed by David Duke and failed to mention how Hillary was getting smoochy with former Senator Robert Byrd.
David Duke, she has basically renounced that, but she's never renounced the Russian support. There have been about 20 Russian bot websites that have supported her since she's announced her run for the presidency.
She tweeted back and called Hillary a warmonger. Okay, so that does not.
And she is. A lot of people don't know this lady caused so much harm in the Middle East and Libya. Libya had Muammar Gaddafi. He was a great man. He provided for his country. Very much so. He gave them money for real estate. He gave his people a stipend, a money to get money off of the oil he was producing. Everybody got money. You got a child, he gave you $25,000. You bought your first house, he gave you $25,000. Free health care, things of that nature. And what she did was she paid people to be dissatisfied with Gaddafi, and then the media ran with it, recorded the dissatisfaction of these fake people who they paid, which these people could be also from Israeli, from anybody, any type of, because, oh man, I could get deep, man. And you know what? I want to keep my channel, so I'ma just leave it like that. Let's keep it going.
Do anything for me. She hasn't denied it. She hasn't said anything in her tweets. How dare you? It's outrageous. Of course I'm not. She didn't say that. No. She's just going after Hillary. And like you said, Hillary was right about almost everything. She's been exonerated.
This lady lies about everything. So literally what she just said, oh, Hillary was right about, no, this lady lies about everything.
That nonsense that they pulled about her server already. So, you know, and this idea that she's doing this to get back in the race, that she said that also, Tulsi. I don't buy that either. I don't think Hillary wants to go through it again. So I think that there's something, I don't say that Tulsi is an agent. I just think that she could be a useful idiot the way Trump is a useful idiot to the Russians. Yeah, that they...
Yo, it's crazy because, they don't got nothing to do with Russia, man. They just did that to make them look bad, so nobody won't look their way or even think about voting for them. You get what I'm saying? Like, the Democrats know how to separate and know how to divide and division everybody. That's their whole profession. They are masters at trickery, and that's a fact.
They see something. They say, oh, look, a useful idiot. Let's play this. And another point, the Republican Party knows that they cannot win without interference from Russia and maybe a voter suppression. They cannot win. Yeah. People in this country are against him now. And so they have to have it. And she's a perfect person to throw right in the middle of this. She's a perfect foil. I don't think that she wants to be, maybe. I don't know. She's coming here in a couple of weeks, so we can ask her.
I read this.
Listen, the only thing in regards to Russia, because Russia been telling the truth. I don't know if y'all know, Russia had, I'm not sure if they still have it, because I know they are shutting down people's YouTubes who's speaking the truth. Now, mind you, Russia has a news channel here in America that is based in America that's on YouTube called RT, and is funded by the Russian government. And this channel has been telling the truth along with Alex Jones and InfoWars and things of that nature. This is why they think, oh, it's it's Russia and Trump coming together. You know why? Because Trump is truth too. And they probably like, man, Trump is truth. And then what if he goes with Russia, which he didn't? He stayed with the U.S. But at the same time, Russia is telling the truth too. You see, they came out with the what? The Black Jesus. Let's go.
Completely differently. I think for Hillary Clinton, one, she sounded like she had still an axe to grind in 2016, but
even to this day, Hillary still sounds like she hasn't gotten over her loss to Donald Trump in 2016. To see the way Hillary is still behaving makes one wonder the state of our nation. If by chance she would have became president in 2016. She said herself that she would take care of Putin.
My view, having negotiated with Putin.
You hear that, right? She would take care of Putin, meaning that she will kill him and get rid of him just like she did Omar Gaddafi. She got rid of him because I don't know, but that was a good dude. Oh, I know why. Because he was switching it up in regards to gold. The only way you can get his oil is if you buy with gold. He changed his dollar into gold, and you know, in America we don't have nothing backing our money. We don't even got gold. We don't even got silver backing our money. It's a damn shame. And now Africa, Nigeria just came out with gold and it's backing their dollar.
And knowing that one of the reasons he went after me is because he knew I would, deal with him in an appropriate way.
If you have played the political game for so many years, how can you be this clueless? Because she, in those comments saying that Tulsi Gabbard's being groomed by the Russians, it makes her sound complicit with the Russians.
It does.
But it gives the Russians exactly what they want. They want the Democratic Party to be divided, right? If they like Tulsi Gabbard, they want more people to know Tulsi Gabbard. And so she was only promoted because of this. It really surprised me that Hillary Clinton wasn't smarter, more tactful in the way she talked about it. And frankly, if you're a Democrat, I think Tulsi has a lot to like. I think if anything, you should
No Democrat really likes her. That's why she's polling at 1.2%.
I think she adds something unique to the party. What the Democrats, in my opinion, what I think they're missing is where a lot of them know this country is. And I think she's an isolationist. Some people like that. She doesn't like wars. She's attracting people that I think you need that might vote for Trump.
She's only
that would vote
attracting
for her.
1.2%. Look at the
Look, they love downplaying somebody. Now, that lady, she did have a good chance of winning. But at the same time, I believe since the leftist media was going against her, she was supposed to already automatically join the Republican Party back then. But as you can see on the show, she was a sitting Democrat right now, going against these women right here who are Democrats, who is going against a Democrat who have different views. All right, but I believe this lady, Tulsi, I believe she's a Republican now.
Jill Stein, when Jill Stein did it, and she's claiming that Jill Stein was a Russian asset in the last election, we didn't know it until after the election. Now, we're looking at this with open eyes. Maybe we know it before. So that's a good, a word to the wise is sufficient.
Tulsi Gabbard may now go straight to the convention, and the same thing could happen again.
Well,
I just think Hillary Clinton, be a little bit smarter. If you are going to throw stones from the sidelines, which I hate politicians if you're not in the race, then be a little more tactful about it when you speak, because you're only hurting your own party by doing that.
Well, I think that the beauty of being an American is being able to say what you have to say and have other people say what they have to say, and then everybody has to prove their standing ground.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of America.
And that's what we do here on Fallback Digital. All right? Because y'all be saying all these type of stuff, but then forget that you got old footage and a whole bunch of videos that we can go back on and look back and pull them right back up and put y'all on the spot. Just like now.
You just put it out there, somebody's going to make you prove it. We'll be right back.
Yeah, that's the beauty of America, but The View has no beauty. The only people on that show who could say what they want to say are the hosts. And anyone who doesn't agree gets disrespected. And maybe that's what they were expecting from Tulsi, was for her to just go up there and smile and let them run the show. But she took complete control and set the record straight.
Fact, she did her thing right there. Tulsi, she did her thing.
I love how Sunny had so much to say about Tulsi, but was too much of a coward to show up and sit with her face to face.
Facts.
Why do you guys think Sunny decided not to face Tulsi after she made all those nasty comments about her? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a like.
Facts. Sunny was shooky because she would have made her look stoop dupe. Should have made her look stoop dupe. For real. But yo, that's it. I ain't gonna say no more. What y'all think about this? You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on. You see how the View play games. You see how they disrespect. You know what I'm saying? How can y'all go off of the View? Y'all, people who watch the View, I hope y'all don't take they word for granted. I hope y'all don't take their words for face value. because it's not. All they doing is working for a Democratic Party who is bullying Trump, who bullies their way into everything. All right? So let's keep that in mind. And remember, guys, it's Trump 2024. When November 6th, please be prepared to protect yourself, look around, be aware of your surroundings when going to vote, because this time in voting, I believe is going to be a serious time in history. So please protect yourself, be aware. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know every time I drop a new video. And till next time, folks, I see you in the next video. Peace.